going on, vinyl community? Welcome to another video with the Record Spinner. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Kiss Crazy Nights Kronicles 4LP bootleg colored vinyl box set. This is another installment in the Kiss Chronicles series that focuses in on certain tours of the band or certain eras, and we have gotten quite a good amount of releases in this Chronicles series. We've gotten the Lavish Chronicles 1 and 2, which are 11 LPs each, covering a span of 20 years of the band's touring history. We've gotten box sets from the Lick It Up tour, Animalize, Revenge, and now this. So I am quite excited to get my hands on it. It is still in the mailer's box from the supplier that I ordered it from. And let's dig and render our way through, because I am quite excited for this one. So pull the tab out, and all right, we are in. So here is the front of the box, and I'll give you guys a nice close-up shot of the hype sticker there, which says Kiss, the Crazy Nights Chronicles, 300 copies, limited edition, 4LP turquoise vinyl, 180 gram. And of course, as you see, I got a nice low number, and that's copy number 25 out of 300. Now, there is this turquoise version, which is limited to 300, and there's also a yellow vinyl version, which is limited to 300 as well. And there's once those two variants sell out, there's not going to be any other repressings or other variants. So once those sell out, that is it. So if you are a fan of 80s Kiss and the Crazy Nights tour, then perhaps this is a set that you got to check out for yourself. So obviously the box does come in this nice resealable sleeve, which obviously does have the hype sticker. And here is the front of the box. So right off the bat, nice bit of design with the band members and the letters of the logo, with various other shots, kind of similar to the broken glass theme that's seen on the Crazy Nights album cover. And then here is the back, which has the track list for the two shows that are featured. And as you can see, each member takes up a corner. So as you spin the box, you can see each member represented with a track list. Now, obviously, the two shows that are featured in this set, we have the show from the Spectrum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on December 18th, 1987. That's actually pretty cool because Philadelphia is just an hour from my neck of the woods, so it's cool to have a Philly Kiss show. And then the other show is from the Johanneshovs Stadion from Stockholm, Sweden on September 7th, 1988. Now, the Philly show might be recognizable because it was shot professionally by the Spectrum's in-house video crew, was projected on like the screens at the venue, and then obviously the band had bought a copy of that show, and a portion of it was featured in the Kissology Volume 2 DVD, but the whole show has been circulating in the bootleg circles for quite some time. And then as for the Stockholm show, that is also a soundboard, which is pretty cool. And obviously the show from the Spectrum is, the audio is a soundboard feed, so we have two soundboard shows in this box set, which I think gives this Chronicles box quite a little bit of leverage, because you're not getting audience recordings or anything else of that nature. You're getting all soundboard, all solid sounding, so it's all good there. So the lid comes up just like this, and oh, that's a nice little extra piece. This is the first I've seen it in these boxes. We have a little piece of bubble paper, bubble wrap, I should say. That way it holds all the contents together. And first we have the sort of numbered certificate, which does say which copy your box set is in terms of which number. And then we also have a little handwritten piece from Godfather Records, which of course is the infamous bootleg label that is responsible for this set. But I like with these little liner notes, if you've been following these Chronicles box sets, these liner notes are written by somebody, but it's not who they say is written on here. So obviously, this little brief bit here, if you want to pause it and read it, This is written by Dr. Jesse Hilson, which was Paul Stanley's psychiatrist from the 80s. But obviously, he did not pen these words. So it was someone else, but they had to use a name somewhere. So that's featured here. And also, it's printed on this nice sort of canvas paper. I mean, you can see the texture on there. Looks very nice. And next, we have this insert here, which folds out just like that with various photos of the band members. And we have some live shots featured on the inside as well, which is quite nice. So something that you can kind of look at as you listen to all the shows. And then we get to the vinyl. So they come in these paper sleeves. I'll swap these out, put them in nice anti-static ones. And overall, very nice pieces of turquoise vinyl. It's almost like a marble turquoise as well. You can see like bits of dark blue and white in there. Very, very fitting. I don't know. For some reason, when I think of Crazy Nights, I do think of turquoise. Now, granted, yellow could also work as well, but turquoise is definitely an 80s type color, I would say. I don't know. For anyone that was around at the time frame, you can tell me if that's an accurate statement. But that's a very nice piece of marbled right there. That is absolutely nice. So I'm guessing maybe the yellow variant that's also available of this set has like a slight marbled yellow effect, or maybe it's solid yellow. I don't know. Something tells me that they very well could do like a solid turquoise. But the marbled effect is a very nice touch. And I do have to say, too, between all of these Chronicles set, I mean, aside from the fact that the sources are the sources, they do actually play back quite nicely. They're not noisy vinyl. These are actually done nicely. I mean, and just down to the presentation between the box, the inserts, the numbered certificates, and just the little care to detail. I mean, this was no rush job. Someone that genuinely cares about, the legacy of KISS is going to be responsible for assisting in putting these things together. So before we wrap this up, because the thing with these, Chronicles sets is that they do tend to wrap themselves up kind of quick in terms of all the, it's not like a picture disc box where there's like, booklets, posters, and buttons, and guitar picks and everything. But I figured I will take the time to break down the track list and obviously point out any differences. So for the main U.S. Leg of the Crazy Nights tour, which is reflected in the set list for the Philly show, we have the intro, which is one of the best intro, Love Gun, Cold Gin, Bang Bang You, Fits Like a Glove, No No No, Bruce Kulick's guitar solo, Eric Carr's drum solo, Crazy Crazy Nights, War Machine, Reason to Live, Heaven's on Fire, Gene Simmons bass solo, I Love It Loud, Lick It Up, Rock and Roll All Night, a little rendition of White Christmas, very fitting given that it was in December, and Detroit Rock City. So, as you can tell there, quite a heavy emphasis on the 80s material and also a heavy showcase of material from the Crazy Nights album. So the 70s stuff is only just loosely tapping into. And then you get to the Stockholm show. So we have the intro, You Wanted the Best, You Got the Best intro. Love Gun, Fits Like a Glove, Heaven's on Fire, Cold Gin, Black Diamond, Bang Bang You, No No No, Firehouse, Crazy Crazy Nights, I Was Made for Loving You, Deuce, Reason to Live, Tears Are Falling, I Love It Loud, Strutter, Shout It Out Loud, Lick It Up, Rock and Roll All Night, and Detroit Rock City. So you can tell as, 1988 going into 89 was progressing, they were starting to tap more back into their past and reinvigorate the set with some classic oldies material. And then obviously that was extremely reflective in the Hot in the Shade tour. I wonder if there'll be a Chronicles box of that, because I don't have any bootlegs from that tour. That's got to change. And then obviously going forward, going into deep cut territory, into the early 90s, and so on and so forth. So it's at this point, they started to look back into their past with some respects, at least towards, 1988 at the Stockholm show and going forward. So as you can tell, you have two very distinctively different shows and various forms of set lists, so you can kind of get a sense of, what the tour was like in terms of the set, and also to get it in great soundboard quality is an absolute win-win. So I am very excited to be spinning my way through these sets, and these are going to sit nicely with my other bootleg, which I believe is from Indianapolis, I think, and I also have the infamous Ritz broadcast, which I think every Kiss vinyl collector must have in their collection. But needless to say, I have 2 full shows to dig through, so once the camera stops rolling, I'm going to put these on the turntable. So there you guys go. That is my unboxing of the Kiss Crazy Nights Kronicles 4LP colored vinyl bootleg box sets. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video, and most importantly, keep the records spinning.